Imagine for a moment that your entire life, every experience, every circumstance is but a reflection of your own consciousness. This is not mere philosophy, but the very fabric of our reality. You are not a powerless observer in this grand theater of life, but the author, director, and lead actor in your own divine play. The power to shape your reality lies not in some external force, but within the depths of your own imagination. Your thoughts, beliefs, and most importantly, the feelings you nurture within are the brushstrokes which you paint the masterpiece of your life. Consider the world around you, the chair you sit on, the room you occupy, the very device through which you're receiving this message. All of these were once mere ideas in someone's mind before they manifested into physical reality. If this is true for the objects around us, why should it not be true for the circumstances of our lives? The secret, my dear friends, lies in understanding that your imagination is not a flight of fancy of the very workshop of creation. When you imagine, you are engaging with the same creative power that brings forth universes. This power knows no limitations, no boundaries. It cares not for what society deems possible or impossible. It responds only to the conviction with which you hold an image in your mind. But here's where the 1% separate themselves from the rest. It's not enough to merely visualize or affirm your desires. The key lies in assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must enter the state of consciousness where your desire is not a future possibility, but a present fact. Pause for a moment and think of something you deep desire. Now, instead of yearning for it, longing for it, close your eyes and imagine how you would feel if that desire were already fulfilled. What would you see? How would you carry yourself? What thoughts would occupy your mind? This, my friends, is the art of living from the end. The outer world, with all its seeming solidity, is nothing more than a shadow, a reflection of your inner states. Change the inner and the outer must follow. This is not wishful thinking, but a law as immutable as gravity. Just as an acorn contains within it the blueprint of a mighty oak, your imagination contains the seeds of your future reality. But why, you may ask, do so few people experience this power in their lives? The answer is simple yet profound. Most live their lives reacting to the world around them, allowing external sources to dictate their internal state. They are like leaves in the wind, blown about by every change in their environment. The 1% who attract this understanding into their lives have made a fundamental shift. They have realized that they are not leaves in the wind, but the wind itself. They have taken control of their inner world, carefully cultivating the states of consciousness that align with their desires. This is not a path for the faint of heart. It requires courage to turn away from the evidence of your senses when they contradict your desired reality. It demands persistence to maintain your chosen state, even when the outer world has yet to catch up. But for those who commit to this practice, the rewards are beyond measure. Consider for a moment the implications of this truth. If your consciousness is the source of your reality, then there is nothing that is truly impossible for you. The only limits that exist are those you accept in your mind. Your age, your background, your current circumstances, none of these have any power over you unless you grant it to them through your belief. The 1% who grasp this truth understand that they are not bound by their past, nor are they limited by their present. They know that in any given moment they have the power to choose a new state of consciousness, and in doing so, to set in motion a new future. But let me be clear, this is not about positive thinking or mere wishful dreaming. This is about a fundamental reimagining of who you are and what you're capable of. It's about recognizing your true identity as a divine, creative being, temporarily expressing yourself in human form. When you truly internalize this understanding, your entire approach to life shifts. No longer do you beg and plead with an external God for your desires to be fulfilled. Instead, you recognize that the God power resides within you, waiting to be expressed through your imagination and faith. Faith in this context is not blind belief in an unseen future. It is the unwavering conviction in the reality of your imagined state. When you have true faith, you don't hope for your desire to manifest. You know with absolute certainty that it is already yours in the realm of imagination, which is the true substance of things. This knowing, this unshakable faith is what sets the 1% apart. They understand that the outer world may take time to reflect their new inner reality, but they refuse to be swayed by temporary appearances. They hold fast to their chosen state, knowing that the outer must inevitably conform to the inner. But here's a crucial point that many miss. This power is not given to you for mere material gain or ego gratification. While there's nothing inherently wrong with desiring material abundance or success, the true purpose of this power is far greater. It is given to you as a means of expressing your divine nature, of bringing heaven to earth, of creating a world that reflects the highest truth of who you are. The 1% who attract this understanding use their power responsibly. They understand that as they elevate their own consciousness, they elevate the consciousness of the entire world. Their desires align not just with their personal good, but with the good of all. Now, you might be wondering if this power is available to everyone. Why do only 1% seem to attract and embody this truth? The answer lies in the willingness to question everything you've been taught about the nature of reality. It requires the courage to step outside the collective mindset that sees humans as limited, powerless beings at the mercy of external forces. To join this 1%, you must be willing to test this law in your own life. Start with something small. Choose a state of consciousness that you would experience if a minor desire were fulfilled. Perhaps it's the feeling of having an unexpected sum of money or receiving good news. Enter that state fully, feel the relief, the joy, the gratitude you would feel if it were true. Now, here's the crucial part. Maintain that state regardless of outer appearances. This is where most people falter. They may imagine for a moment, but at the first sign that their outer world hasn't changed, they revert to their old state of consciousness. Remember, the outer world is a reflection of past states of consciousness. It takes time for the seed you've planted in your imagination to bear fruit in the physical world. The 1% understand this delay between the inner cause and the outer effect. They do not waver in their faith, no matter how long it takes for their desire to manifest. They know that doubt is an affirmation of absence, and they refuse to give power to what they do not wish to experience. As you begin to live from this new understanding, you'll find that your entire perception of the world shifts. What once seemed like obstacles become opportunities. What appeared as limitations reveal themselves as stepping stones to greater expansion. You begin to see the hand of providence in every experience guiding you towards the fulfillment of your desires. But remember, this is not about escaping or denying your current reality. It's about transforming it from within. The 1% who embody this truth do not ignore the challenges in their lives or in the world around them. Instead, they use their imaginative power to envision and create solutions. They become agents of positive change, not through external force, but through the power of their consciousness. As you continue on this path, you may find that your desires themselves begin to evolve. What once seemed important may fall away, replaced by deeper, more meaningful aspirations. This, too, is part of the journey. As you align more fully with your divine nature, your desires naturally come into harmony with the highest good for all. Now let's address a common misconception. Some may hear this message and think it means they can simply imagine their desires and then sit back, waiting for the universe to deliver. This is a misunderstanding of the law. While it's true that the outer action is not the cause of your manifestation, inspired action is often part of the bridge of events that leads to your desire's fulfillment. The key is that this action comes from a place of knowing, not from a place of trying to make something happen. When you truly live in a state of the wish fulfilled, you naturally think, speak, and act in ways that are in harmony with that state. These inspired actions are effortless and joyful, arising from your new state of being. Another crucial point that the 1% understand is the importance of persistence. Wayne Dyer often spoke of the importance of falling asleep in the state of the wish fulfilled. As you drift off to sleep, impress upon your subconscious mind the feeling of your desire accomplished. Your subconscious mind, which knows no limitations and accepts as true whatever you impress upon it, will then work tirelessly to bring about the conditions necessary for the fulfillment of the desire. This practice of sleeping in the state is not a one-time event, but a way of life for those who have attracted this understanding. They know that their last waking thoughts shape their tomorrows, and they use this knowledge to consciously create their future. But what about when doubts arise, when the outer world seems to contradict your inner knowing? This is where the real test comes and where the 1% truly distinguish themselves. Instead of allowing doubts to take root, they recognize them as opportunities to reaffirm their faith. They understand that doubt is simply faith in the opposite direction, and they consciously choose to place their faith in their desired outcome. Remember, the power of your subconscious mind is neutral. It does not judge your thoughts or imaginings as good or bad, possible or impossible. It simply accepts what you impress upon it as true and works to bring it into manifestation. This is why it's crucial to guard the door of your mind, to be vigilant about the states of consciousness you entertain. The 1% who attract and embody this truth understand that every moment is an opportunity to choose their state of consciousness. They do not allow circumstances or other people to dictate their mood or their expectations. They know that they're the operant power in their lives, and they use this power consciously and consistently. Now, you might be wondering about the role of others in this process. If your consciousness creates your reality, what about the other people in your life? This is where many stumble, but the 1% understand a profound truth. Everyone in your world is you pushed out. Every person you encounter is reflecting back to you your own states of consciousness. This understanding brings with it a great responsibility. It means that if you want to change your relationships or how others treat you, you must first change your concept of yourself and of them. As you begin to see yourself as worthy of love, respect, and success, the world around you will reflect this back to you. But this is not about controlling others or bending them to your will. It's about recognizing that the entire world is yourself pushed out. And as you change your inner world, your perception and experience of the outer world naturally shifts. This understanding also eliminates the need for competition or comparison. The 1% who grasp this truth know that there is no need to compete for limited resources or opportunities. They understand that consciousness is the only true cause, and that by aligning their consciousness with their desires, they open themselves up to infinite possibilities. Another key aspect that sets the 1% apart is their understanding of the law of assumption. This law states that if you assume a state and persist in it, it must become your reality. This goes beyond mere positive thinking or affirmations. It's about fully embodying the state of consciousness of your wish fulfilled. When you assume a state, you think from it, not of it. You don't think about being wealthy. You think from the state of wealth. You don't affirm that you will be healthy. You assume the state of perfect health and think, feel, and act from that state. This subtle shift makes all the difference. When you think of something, you reinforce its absence in your life. When you think from it, you affirm its presence. The 1% who attract this understanding make this shift in all areas of their lives. But what about when circumstances seem to contradict your assumed state? This is where many falter, but not the 1%. They understand that circumstances are effects, not causes. They know that if persisting their assumed states, circumstances must change to align with it. This persistence in the face of contrary evidence is what truly sets the 1% apart. They do not allow the outer world to dictate their inner state. Instead, they know that by maintaining their desired state of consciousness, they are causing the outer world to reshape itself, to match their inner reality. Another crucial understanding that the 1% embody is the concept of everyone is you pushed out. This means that every person in your reality is a reflection of your consciousness. The way people treat you, the opportunities that come your way, even the seemingly random events in your life, all are reflections of your states of consciousness. This understanding brings with it a profound sense of responsibility. It means that if you want to change how others treat you, you must first change your concept of yourself and of them. As you begin to see yourself as worthy of love, respect, and success, the world around you will reflect this back to you. But this is not about controlling others or bending them to your will. It's about recognizing that the entire world is yourself pushed out. And as you change your inner world, your perception and experience of the outer world naturally shifts. The 1% who grasp this truth also understand the power of revision. This technique taught by Wayne Dyer allows you to go back into your past in your imagination and read events to align with your desired reality. By doing so, you change the trajectory of your life from that point forward. Revision is not about denying what happened, but about changing your memory of it. As you revise past events in your imagination, you are literally rewriting your subconscious beliefs and expectations, which in turn shapes your present and future experiences. The 1% use revision not just for major life events, but as a daily practice. At the end of each day, they review the events and revise anything that didn't align with their desired reality. This constant realignment of their inner world ensures that their outer world continues to reflect their highest vision for themselves. Another key understanding that sets the 1% apart is their grasp of the law of bridge of incidence. This law states that once you have impressed your desire upon your subconscious mind, a series of events will be set in motion to bring about its fulfillment. These events may not always make sense to your logical mind, but they are all part of the bridge leading to your desire's manifestation. The 1% understand that their job is not to figure out how their desire will manifest, but to maintain the state of the wish fulfilled and allow the bridge of incidents to unfold naturally. They trust in the wisdom of their subconscious mind to bring about the perfect circumstances for their desire's fulfillment. This understanding frees them from the need to manipulate or control external circumstances. They know that by maintaining their desired state of consciousness, they are causing the perfect sequence of events to unfold in their lives. But what about when things seem to go wrong? When obstacles appear or setbacks occur? This is where the 1% truly shine. They understand that what appears as a setback is often a setup for something even better. They see every experience as an opportunity to reaffirm their faith and deepen their understanding of the law. The 1% also grasp the importance of detachment. This doesn't mean they don't care about their desires, but rather that they are not anxiously attached to specific outcomes. They understand that their imagination creates instantly in the fourth-dimensional world of consciousness, and that the three-dimensional world of form takes time to catch up. This detachment allows them to live in a state of calm expectancy. They don't waste energy worrying about when or how their desire will manifest. They simply know that it is done in consciousness, and they live from that knowing. Another crucial aspect that sets the 1% apart is their understanding of the importance of self-concept. They know that how they see themselves is the foundation upon which their entire reality is built. If they want to change their outer world, They must first change their concept of themselves. This goes beyond mere positive self-talk or affirmations. It's about fundamentally redefining who they are at the core of their being. They see themselves as divine beings capable of creating any reality they choose. This elevated self-concept naturally leads to elevated experiences in their outer world. The 1% also understand the power of their inner conversations. They know that the thoughts they entertain, the mental conversations they engage in, are shaping their reality. They are vigilant about the quality of their inner dialogue, ensuring that it aligns with their desired reality. They don't indulge in mental arguments or rehearse negative scenarios. Instead, they consciously direct their inner conversations towards what they want to experience. They know that these inner conversations are the blueprint from which their outer reality is constructed. Another key understanding that sets the 1% apart is their grasp of the law of assumption. This law states that if you assume a state and persist in it, it must become your reality. The 1% don't just understand this intellectually, they live it daily. They know that to manifest their desires, they must assume the state of consciousness of already having what they want. They don't hope for their desires to come true. They live as if they are already true. This shift in consciousness is the key to their manifesting power. The 1% also understand the importance of feeling. They know that it's not enough to intellectually affirm their desires or visualize them. They must feel the reality of their desire fulfilled. This feeling is the secret that brings their imaginal acts to life. They cultivate the feeling of the wish fulfilled in every aspect of their lives. When they pray from the state of the wish fulfilled. They understand that feeling is the secret, the catalyst that brings their imaginal acts to life. The 1% grasp the power of persistence. They don't waver when circumstances contradict their desire of reality. They know that the outer world reflects past states of consciousness and persist in their new state. Knowing the outer must conform to the inner, they understand revision, the ability to rewrite past events in imagination, changing subconscious beliefs and shaping present and future experiences. They practice this daily, constantly reeling in their inner world. The law of bridge of incidence is another key understanding. Once a desire is impressed upon the subconscious, a series of events unfolds to manifest it. The 1% trust this process, maintaining their desired state and allowing events to unfold naturally. Detachment is crucial. The 1% are not anxiously attached to outcomes. They live in calm expectancy, knowing their desire is fulfilled in consciousness and the physical world will catch up. Self-concept is foundational. The 1% see themselves as divine beings capable of creating any reality. This elevated self-concept leads to elevated experiences. Inner conversations shape reality. The 1% consciously direct their inner dialogue to align with their desired reality, avoiding negative mental scenarios. The law of assumption is lived daily. The 1% assume the state of already having what they want, living as if their desires are already true. They understand everyone as you pushed out. Every person reflects their consciousness. This brings responsibility. Changing how others treat you requires changing your self-concept and perception of them. The 1% recognize the power of their attention. They focus on what they want to experience, knowing that energy flows where attention goes. They practice living in the end, experiencing the feeling of their desire fulfilled now, not waiting for external circumstances to change. Gratitude is a powerful force for the 1%. They give thanks for their desires as if already fulfilled, amplifying the feeling of having received. They understand the importance of relaxation in manifesting. Tension and anxiety block the natural flow of manifestation. The 1% cultivate a relaxed, confident state. Imagination is seen as the real substance of the external world. The 1% treat their imaginal acts as more real than the temporary facts of life. They grasp the concept of infinite states. Any state of consciousness is available to them, and they choose consciously which states to occupy. The 1% understand the power of I am. They carefully watch their I am statements, knowing these define their reality. They practice the art of forgiveness, releasing all resentment and negative emotions that could block their manifestations. The Sabbath is honored. The 1% know when to cease effort and rest in the knowledge that it is done. They understand the power of silence. After impressing their desire on their subconscious, they don't discuss it unnecessarily, allowing it to gestate. The 1% grasp the concept everyone as you pushed out on a global scale. They know that by changing themselves, they change the world. They practice mental diets, carefully monitoring and controlling the thoughts they entertain. The power of decision is fully grasped. The 1% know that making a true decision, cutting off all other possibilities, is a powerful act of creation. They understand the importance of self-love. Loving themselves unconditionally opens the floodgates for all other good to enter their lives. The 1% practice presence. They lie fully in the now, knowing it's the only point of power. They grasp the concept of divine timing. While they know their desire is fulfilled in consciousness, they allow the physical manifestation to unfold in its perfect time. The power of words is fully understood. The 1% carefully choose their words, knowing they are decrees that shape their reality. They practice the art of allowing. Instead of trying to force manifestations, they allow them to unfold naturally. The 1% understand the importance of alignment. They ensure their thoughts, feelings, words, and actions all align with their desired reality. They grasp the concept of infinite parallel realities. They know they can shift to any reality by assuming the appropriate state. The power of belief is fully embraced. The 1% know that what they believe shapes their reality, and they consciously choose empowering beliefs. They understand the importance of receptivity. They keep themselves open to receiving their good, knowing they are worthy of their desires. The 1% practice detachment from unwanted circumstances. They don't give power to what they don't want by fighting against it. They grasp the concept of collapse of time. In their imagination, they can experience future events now, collapsing time and speeding up manifestations. The power of their subconscious mind is fully utilized. The 1% know how to impress their desires upon their subconscious for effortless manifestation. They understand the importance of letting go. After impressing their desire, they release it, trusting in the perfect unfolding. The 1% practice the art of surrender. They surrender their limited personal will to the greater wisdom of their divine self. They grasp the concept of unity consciousness. They know they are one with all that is, and this understanding informs their manifesting practice. The power of their attention is fully realized. The 1% place their attention only on what they want to grow in their lives. They understand the importance of momentum. Small successes build confidence and speed up future manifestations. The 1% practice the art of listening. They listen to their intuition, knowing it guides them towards the fulfillment of their desires. They grasp the concept of circular causation. They know their outer world reflects their inner state, which in turn reinforces their outer world. The power of their imagination is fully embraced. The 1% use their imagination deliberately to create the life they desire. They understand the importance of emotional mastery. They cultivate the emotions that align with their desired reality. The 1% practice the art of giving. They give what they wish to receive, knowing the universe operates on the law of reciprocity. They grasp the concept of quantum leaps. They know they can make dramatic shifts in their reality by making equally dramatic shifts in their consciousness. The power of their voice is fully realized. The 1% use their voice to declare their desired reality into existence. They understand the importance of self-trust. They trust in their ability to create their reality and in the perfection of the universal laws. The 1% practice the art of celebration. They celebrate their desires as already fulfilled. amplifying the feeling of having received. They grasp the concept of divine order. They trust in the perfect unfolding of events, even when things seem to go awry. The power of their identity is fully embraced. The 1% consciously choose and embody the identity that aligns with their desired reality. They understand the importance of persistence. They persist in their desired state, no matter how long it takes for the outer world to catch up. The 1% practice the art of detached observation. They observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment, choosing consciously which to entertain. They grasp the concept of infinite abundance. They know that in the realm of consciousness, there are no limits or scarcity. The power of their focus is fully realized. The 1% focus exclusively on what they want, withdrawing attention from what they don't want. They understand the importance of self-awareness. They constantly monitor their states of consciousness, choosing deliberately which states to occupy. The 1% practice the art of mental rehearsal. They regularly rehearse their desired scenarios in their mind, imprinting them on their subconscious. They grasp the concept of simultaneous time. They know all possible realities exist now, and they can shift between them at will. The power of their assumptions is fully embraced. The 1% carefully watch their assumptions, knowing these form the foundation of their reality. They understand the importance of self-mastery. They work constantly to master their thoughts, emotions, and reactions. The 1% practice the art of non-reaction. They don't react to unwanted circumstances, knowing reaction gives them power. They grasp the concept of infinite potential. They know they have the potential to be or have anything they can imagine. The power of their self-talk is fully realized. The 1% consciously direct their self-talk to align with their desired reality. They understand the importance of energy management. They cultivate and maintain high vibrational states that align with their desires. The 1% practice the art of visualization. They create vivid, detailed mental images of their desired reality, engaging all their senses. They grasp the concept of divine timing. They trust in the perfect unfolding of events, knowing their desire will manifest at the right time. The power of their beliefs is fully embraced. The 1% consciously choose beliefs that support their desired reality, releasing limiting beliefs. They understand the importance of alignment. They ensure that thoughts, feelings, words, and actions all align with their desired state. The 1% practice the art of allowing. They allow their manifestations to unfold naturally without force or struggle. They grasp the concept of infinite possibilities. They know that any outcome is possible, and they choose consciously which possibilities to entertain. The power of their expectation is fully realized. The 1% expect good things to happen, knowing their expectations shape their experiences. They understand the importance of receptivity. They keep themselves open to receiving their good, clearing any blocks to receptivity. The 1% practice the art of surrender. They surrender their limited personal will to the greater wisdom of their divine self. They grasp the concept of unique consciousness. They know they are one with all that is, and this understanding informs their manifesting practice. The power of their attention is fully embraced. The 1% place their attention only on what they want to grow in their lives. They understand the importance of momentum. Small successes build confidence and speed up future manifestations. The 1% practice the art of listening. They listen to their intuition, knowing it guides them towards the fulfillment of their desire. They grasp the concept of circular causation. They know their outer world reflects their inner state, which in turn reinforces their outer world. The power of their imagination is fully realized. The 1% use their imagination deliberately to create the life they desire. They understand the importance of emotional mastery. They cultivate the emotions that align with their desire of reality. The 1% practice the art of giving. They give what they wish to receive, knowing the universe operates on the law of reciprocity. They grasp the concept of quantum leaps. They know they can make dramatic shifts in their reality by making equally dramatic shifts in their consciousness. The power of their voice is fully embraced. The 1% use their voice to declare their desire of reality into existence. They understand the importance of self-trust. They trust in their ability to create their reality and in the perfection of the universal laws. The 1% practice the art of celebration. They celebrate their desires as already fulfilled, amplifying the feeling of having received. They grasp the concept of divine order. They trust in the perfect unfolding of events, even when things seem to go awry. The power of their identity is fully realized. The 1% consciously choose and embody the identity that aligns with their desire of reality. They understand the importance of persistence. They persist in their desired state no matter how long it takes to live up to authority. The 1% practice the art of detached observation. They observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment, choosing consciously which to entertain. They grasp the concept of infinite abundance. They know that in the realm of consciousness there are no limits or scarcity. The power of their focus is fully embraced. The 1% focus exclusively on what they want, withdrawing attention from what they don't want. They understand the importance of self-awareness. They constantly monitor their states of consciousness, choosing deliberately which states to occupy. The 1% practice the art of mental rehearsal. They regularly rehearse their desired scenarios in their mind, imprinting them on their subconscious. They grasp the concept of simultaneous time. They know all possible realities exist now, and they can shift between them at will. The power of their assumptions is fully realized. The 1% carefully watch their assumptions, knowing these form the foundation of their reality. They understand the importance of self-mastery. They work constantly to master their thoughts, emotions, and reactions. The 1% practice the art of non-reaction. They don't react to unwanted circumstances, knowing reaction gives them power. They grasp the concept of infinite potential. They know they have the potential to be, do, or have anything they can imagine. The power of their self-talk is fully embraced. The 1% consciously direct their self-talk to align with their desired reality. They understand the importance of energy management. They cultivate and maintain high vibrational states that align with their desires. The 1% practice the art of visualization. They create vivid, detailed mental images of their desired reality, engaging all their senses. They grasp the concept of divine timing. They trust in the perfect unfolding of events, knowing their desire will manifest at the right time. The power of their beliefs is fully realized. The 1% consciously choose beliefs that support their desired reality, releasing limiting beliefs. They understand the importance of alignment. They ensure their thoughts, feelings, words, and actions all align with their desired state. The 1% practice the art of allowing. They allow their manifestations to unfold naturally without force or struggle. They grasp the concept of infinite possibilities. They know that any outcome is possible, and they choose consciously which possibilities to entertain. The power of their expectation is fully embraced. The 1% expect good things to happen, knowing their expectations shape their experiences. They understand the importance of receptivity. They keep themselves open to receiving their good, clearing any blocks to receptivity. The 1% practice the art of surrender. They surrender their limited personal will to the greater wisdom of their divine self. They grasp the concept of unity consciousness. They know they are one with all that is, and this understanding informs their manifesting practice. The power of their attention is fully realized. The 1% place their attention only on what they want to grow in their lives. They understand the importance of momentum. Small successes build confidence and speed up future manifestations. The 1% practice the art of listening. They listen to their intuition, knowing it guides them towards the fulfillment of their desires. They grasp the concept of circular causation. They know their outer world reflects their inner state. which in turn reinforces their outer world. The power of their imagination is fully embraced. The 1% use their imagination deliberately to create the life they desire. They understand the importance of emotional mastery. They cultivate the emotions that align with their desired reality. The 1% practice the art of giving. They give what they wish to receive, knowing the universe operates on the law of reciprocity. They grasp the concept of quantum leaps. They know they can make dramatic shifts in their reality by making equal, bloody quick shifts in their consciousness. The power of their voice is fully realized. The 1% use their voice to declare their desired reality into existence. They understand the importance of self-trust. They trust in their ability to create their reality and in the perfection of the universal laws. The 1% practice the art of celebration. They celebrate their desires as already fulfilled, amplifying the feeling of having received. They grasp the concept of divine order. They trust in the perfect unfolding of events, even when things seem to go awry. The power of their identity is fully embraced. The 1% consciously choose and embody the identity that aligns with their desired reality. They understand the importance of persistence. They persist in their desired state no matter how long it takes for the outer world to catch up. The 1% practice the art of detached observation. They observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment, choosing consciously which to entertain. They grasp the concept of infinite abundance. They know that in the realm of consciousness, there are no limits or scarcity. The power of their focus is fully realized. The 1% focus exclusively on what they want, withdrawing attention from what they don't want. They understand the importance of self-awareness. They constantly monitor their states of consciousness, choosing deliberately which states to occupy. The 1% practice the art of mental rehearsal. They regularly rehearse their desired scenarios in their mind, imprinting them on their subconscious. They grasp the concept of simultaneous time. They know all possible realities exist now, and they can shift between them at will. The power of their assumptions is fully embraced. The 1% carefully watch their assumptions, knowing these form the foundation of their reality. They understand the importance of self-mastery. They work constantly to master their thoughts, emotions, and reactions. The 1% practice the art of non-reaction. They don't react to unwanted circumstances. Knowing reaction gives them power. They grasp the concept of infinite potential. They know they have the potential to be, do, or have anything they can imagine. The power of their self-talk is fully realized. The 1% consciously direct their self-talk to align with their desired reality. They understand the importance of energy management. They cultivate and maintain high vibrational states that align with their desires. The 1% practice the art of visualization. They create vivid, detailed mental images of their desired reality, engaging all their senses. They grasp the concept of divine timing. They trust in the perfect unfolding of events, knowing their desire will manifest at the right time. The power of their beliefs is fully realized. The 1% consciously choose beliefs that support their desired reality, releasing limiting beliefs. They understand the importance of alignment. They ensure their thoughts, feelings, words, and actions all align with their desired state. The 1% practice the art of allowing. They allow their manifestations to unfold naturally, without force or struggle. They grasp the concept of infinite possibilities. They know that any outcome is possible, and they choose consciously which possibilities to entertain. There is a power within you that speaks beyond words, a voice that aligns with the divine, shaping the seen from the unseen. As you step into this new month, know that every prayer you utter, every thought you hold with conviction, carries the seed of manifestation. You are not separate from God, for the kingdom of heaven is within you. As you close your eyes and speak this prayer, feel it is already answered. Father, I give thanks, for I know that before I even ask, it is done. Every blessing, every breakthrough is already mine. I do not beg, for I am your child, and all that you have is mine. I do not chase, for I rest in the certainty that what I seek is seeking me. I do not doubt, for faith is the evidence of things unseen, and I stand firm in the knowing that you are always working on my behalf. This is the month where doors open effortlessly, where obstacles dissolve like mist before the morning sun. Every step I take is guided, every decision is blessed, for I walk in divine favor. Nothing is withheld from me, for I believe, and it is done. I release all fear, all worry, all hesitation. There is no lack in my life, for I dwell in the abundance of God. Every cell in my body vibrates with divine health. Every relationship is filled with peace, and every resource flows to me in perfect time. I do not look to the world for validation. I look within, where the voice of God whispers, "You are already blessed." I stand firm in faith, knowing that no force, no delay, no circumstance can hinder what God has ordained for me. My vision is clear, my path is straight, and my heart is open to receive. This month I declare favor beyond measure, provision beyond expectation, and joy that overflows. Whatever has been held back is now released. Whatever has been lost is restored. Whatever has been delayed is now accelerated. I am ready, I am willing, I am aligned, and so it is. There is no force greater than the power of prayer, spoken with absolute belief. In this sacred moment, as you align yourself with the divine, let every word you utter be a decree, a declaration that the blessings of heaven are already flowing into your life. Do not pray as one who is uncertain, as one who hopes but does not know. I pray as one who understands that God is not distant, but within, closer than breath, nearer than thought. Father, I enter this new month with gratitude, knowing that every step is ordered, every path made straight. I do not ask for blessings as if they are apart from me. I claim them as my rightful inheritance. You have designed me for abundance, for joy, for success, and I step into these gifts with unwavering faith. I see doors opening before me, doors that no one can shut. I see healing flowing through my body, restoring every cell, bringing vitality and strength. I see opportunities arising in places I never expected, divine connections forming that propel me forward into the destiny you have set before me. Nothing is impossible for you, Lord, and nothing is impossible for the one who believes. I release every limitation, every doubt, every fear, and I embrace the fullness of your promises. I do not look at circumstances. I do not waver when storms arise, for I know that in every challenge you have already provided the victory. The mountains before me are moved by faith. The obstacles dissolve before my declaration of truth. I am more than a conqueror. I am already victorious. This month is a season of supernatural increase. Where there has been lack, there is now overflow. Where there has been struggle, there is now ease. Where there has been confusion, clarity now reigns. I step into divine alignment, walking in the wisdom that comes not from the world, but from the Spirit within. I no longer struggle against the current of life. I allow your power to carry me effortlessly into my highest good. I do not force, I do not chase, I do not strive. I rest in the certainty that all things are unfolding perfectly in your divine timing. Every morning as I rise, I speak these words and feel their truth vibrating in my being. I am blessed, I am chosen, I am favored, I am protected, I am provided for. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No force can hinder what you have ordained for my life. The works of my hands are blessed. My thoughts are guided by divine wisdom. My heart is filled with peace beyond understanding. I let go of all that no longer serves me. I release worry. I release anxiety. I release the need to control. I trust fully, completely, without hesitation. Father, I see abundance flowing into my life like a mighty river, washing away all remnants of lack. I see debts canceled, financial burdens lifted, unexpected provision arriving right on time. I see businesses thriving, careers advancing, opportunities multiplying. I walk in a realm where all my needs are met before I even recognize them. I am not bound by the limitations of the physical world, For I operate under the laws of your kingdom, where lack does not exist and supply is infinite. I declare that my health flourishes in divine perfection. Every organ, every muscle, every nerve functions exactly as you designed it. Sickness has no place in my body, disease has no authority over me, for I am covered by your healing power. Every cell is renewed, every function restored, every imbalance corrected. I walk in strength, vitality, and divine energy. I declare that my relationships are filled with love and harmony. Every misunderstanding is resolved, every wound is healed, every bond is strengthened. I attract into my life people who align with your purpose for me, who uplift and support my vision. Toxic connections dissolve effortlessly, and in their place divine friendships are formed. I walk in love, and love flows back to me in every interaction. I declare that my mind is at peace. No longer will I entertain thoughts of fear, failure, or doubt. My mind is disciplined, focused, and filled with thoughts that align with my highest good. Every negative thought is replaced with truth. Every limiting belief is dismantled and replaced with divine wisdom. I think only of what is pure, what is noble, what is praiseworthy. My words are powerful, my declarations are unstoppable, for I understand that as I speak, I create. Father, I give thanks, for I know that even now unseen forces are moving on my behalf. I do not need to see with my physical eyes to believe, for I walk by faith, not by sight. I trust the process. I trust the divine order of things. I trust that all is working together for my highest good. Even in moments when things seem uncertain, I remain steadfast, knowing that you are orchestrating miracles behind the scenes. I release all burdens, all stress, all striving. I surrender to the flow of divine abundance, allowing myself to be carried by your grace. I no longer try to force my way. I simply align with the truth that all I seek is already mine. I am not a beggar. I am an heir to the kingdom. I am not struggling. I am thriving. I am not waiting. I am receiving now. This month, every day I will walk with confidence, knowing that heaven's blessings are chasing me down. My steps are ordered. My hands are blessed. My voice carries power. My faith is unshakable. Nothing can stand against the one who believes, and I believe with every fiber of my being. My prayers are not empty words. They are living, breathing declarations that shape my reality. I do not concern myself with the how, for that is already handled. I do not question the when, for divine timing is always perfect. I only rest in the knowing that is done. And as I walk in this truth, I see evidence of your power manifesting all around me. Synchronicities align, miracles unfold, blessings multiply. My testimony is already being written, and it is greater than I could have imagined. Father, I thank you, not as one who hopes, but as one who knows. I thank you not for what is coming, but for what is already here. I thank you not from a place of need, but from a place of certainty. For you have never failed me, and you never will. I am chosen, I am loved, I am favored beyond measure. And so it is. I lift my spirit in unwavering faith, knowing that every word I speak is infused with divine power. I do not pray as one who is waiting for blessings to arrive, but as one who knows they are already here. I open my heart to receive, to accept the abundance, the breakthroughs, the miracles that have already been ordained for me. I let go of all resistance, all doubt, all hesitation. I stand in the certainty that I am guided, protected, and provided for in ways beyond my understanding. The forces of heaven move on my behalf, aligning circumstances, shifting realities, and clearing the way for my highest good. Father, I see every limitation dissolving, every obstacle crumbling, every delay vanishing. I am not confined by past experiences, by old patterns, or by the expectations of the world. I step into a new dimension of faith where all things are possible. I rise above fear, above worry, above anxiety, and I rest in the absolute assurance that you are working all things together for my good. My breakthrough is not coming, it has already arrived. I claim it now, I live in it now, I rejoice in it now. The power of my prayer is not in the words alone, but in the conviction with which I speak them. I do not wish, I do not hope, I declare. I do not ask from a place of lack, I speak from a place of knowing. Everything I need has already been supplied. Every resource, every opportunity, every open door is already in place. I no longer search outside myself for answers, for I know that the kingdom of heaven is within me. I am one with the divine, and in this oneness there is no separation, no limitation, no lack. Every morning as I awaken, I speak these words with certainty. I am blessed beyond measure. I am chosen for great things. I am walking in divine favor. I am surrounded by miracles. I attract prosperity effortlessly. I radiate health and vitality. I am a magnet for divine opportunities. My steps are ordered. My path is illuminated. My future is secure. There is no force that can stand against the power that flows within me. I am unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable. I refuse to entertain thoughts of doubt or failure. My mind is disciplined, focused only on what is pure, what is true, what is aligned with the highest good. No longer will I allow fear to dictate my reality. No longer will I allow circumstances to determine my faith. I take authority over my life, over my thoughts, over my emotions. I choose to see only the truth, and the truth is this: I am already victorious. I am already abundant. I am already living in divine overflow. Father, I release all burdens, all struggles, all worries. I place them in your hands, knowing that you are the God who never fails. I trust you completely. I let go of the need to control, to understand, to figure everything out. I rest in the knowing that you are always on time, that your ways are higher, that your plans are perfect. I surrender to the divine flow, allowing blessings to come to me with ease, allowing miracles to unfold effortlessly. Every day I expect favor, I expect increase, I expect breakthroughs. I do not allow my faith to be swayed by temporary challenges. I see beyond the surface, beyond the illusion of lack or limitation. I see with the eyes of faith, knowing that what I believe in my heart will surely come to pass. I do not live by what I see, I live by what I know. And I know that I am destined for greatness, for joy, for peace beyond understanding. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No obstacle can stand in the way of what God has prepared for me. No setback can stop the blessings that are already in motion. I walk in divine protection. Every force that rises against me is already defeated. Every negative word spoken against me is rendered powerless. Every attack of the enemy is turned into a testimony of victory. I am shielded by divine favor, and nothing can touch what has been ordained by the heaven. This month I am walking into a season of acceleration. What took others years will take me months. What seemed impossible before will manifest effortlessly. Every delay is being turned into divine timing. Every disappointment is being transformed into a greater blessing. I trust the process, for I know that behind every challenge is an opportunity for expansion, for growth, for elevation. My heart is open to receive. I do not block my blessings with fear or doubt. I do not resist what is already mine. I align myself with the flow of abundance, stepping into the life that has already been prepared for me. I no longer hold on to the past, to old wounds, to limiting beliefs. I release everything that no longer serves me. I walk forward free, empowered, ready to embrace the fullness of my destiny. Father, I thank you for the unseen miracles already unfolding. I thank you for the favor that surrounds me like a shield. I thank you for the divine connections, the unexpected blessings, the breakthroughs beyond my imagination. I thank you not as one who hopes, but as one who knows. I thank you as one who understands that is already done. I step into this month with confidence, with boldness, with unwavering faith, knowing that I am walking in the manifestation of your promises. I am the evidence of your goodness, the living testimony of your faithfulness. My life is a reflection of divine grace. I shine with the light of abundance, of joy, of unwavering belief. Everywhere I go, blessings follow. Everything I touch is multiplied. I am a vessel of prosperity, a channel for miracles, an instrument of divine love. I live in alignment with the truth that all things are working together for my highest good. I am not waiting for the blessing. I am the blessing. I am not waiting for the breakthrough. I am the breakthrough. I am not waiting for the miracle. I am walking in the miracle. And so it is. I stand firm in this knowing, unwavering in my faith, unshaken by what my physical eyes may see. I refuse to be moved by appearances, for I understand that reality is shaped not by external circumstances, but by the power of my belief. I align my heart with divine truth, and in doing so I command the unseen to manifest into the seen. Every word I speak carries creative power, shaping my world, rearranging conditions, and bringing forth the fulfillment of God's promises in my life. I do not pray from a place of pleading, for I know that my Father does not withhold any good thing from me. Instead, I pray from a place of confidence, declaring with authority that what has been spoken in heaven is now established on earth. My words do not return void, but accomplish the purpose for which they are sent. When I speak of favor, favor manifests. When I speak of healing, healing flows. When I speak of provision, provision overflows. The power of God moves through me, unrestricted, unhindered, unstoppable. Every morning I rise with a heart full of gratitude, knowing that this day has already been blessed. I walk in divine alignment, knowing that every step I take is ordered. I do not question. I do not doubt. I simply trust. I let go of worry, for I know that God is my provider. I let go of fear, for I know that God is my protector. I let go of uncertainty, for I know that God is my guide. There is nothing missing, nothing broken, nothing incomplete. I am whole. I am abundant. I am victorious. I no longer pray as one who is distant from God, for I understand that I am one with Him. His Spirit lives within me. His power flows through me. His wisdom speaks within me. I do not need to search outside myself for answers, for all that I need is already within. I turn inward. I listen. I trust. The whispers of my spirit are the voice of God, leading me, directing me, revealing to me the steps I must take. As I go about my day, I remain in this awareness. I do not allow distractions to shake my peace. I do not allow circumstances to dictate my emotions. I am centered, grounded in faith, walking in unwavering confidence. If a challenge arises, I do not react with fear, but with faith. If an obstacle appears, I do not shrink back, but move forward in authority. I know that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, for greater is He who is in me than he who is in the world. Everything I desire is already mine, and I now align my mind, my heart, and my actions with this truth. I live as if my prayers have already been answered. I give thanks as if my blessings have already arrived. I rejoice as if my miracles are already unfolding. I do not wait to see before I believe. I believe and then I see. I walk in abundance. I walk in favor. I walk in divine health. I walk in supernatural provision. Every cell in my body vibrates with life and energy. Every part of my being is in harmony with the divine. I am surrounded by goodness, and goodness flows through me to bless those around me. My hands are anointed to prosper. Everything I touch flourishes. My words are infused with power. Every declaration I make carries weight in the spiritual realm. I release all resistance, all doubt, all hesitation. I surrender completely to the flow of divine grace. I am no longer striving, no longer struggling, no longer trying to force things into place. I trust in perfect timing. I trust in divine alignment. I trust that everything is working out for my highest good. Even when I do not understand the process, I know that God is orchestrating everything perfectly. I stand in faith, immovable, unshakable, knowing that my life is a testimony of God's goodness. I expect miracles. I expect breakthroughs. I expect supernatural favor. I do not settle for less than what has been promised to me. I do not allow fear to hold me back from stepping into the fullness of my destiny. I move with boldness, with confidence, with certainty. I declare that this season of my life is filled with blessings beyond measure. Doors that were once closed are now opening. Delays are turning into acceleration. What seemed impossible is now becoming my reality. I am positioned for greatness, for increase, for overflow. My faith is strong. My spirit is unbreakable. My mind is focused. I walk in the light of divine wisdom, making choices that align with my highest purpose. I am led by divine intuition, always in the right place at the right time. I do not chase. I do not strive. I attract all that is meant for me with ease. The universe responds to my faith, rearranging situations, bringing people and opportunities that align with my divine assignment. I remain steadfast, knowing that I am not forgotten, that I am deeply loved, that my prayers are heard and answered. I do not waver. I do not question. I do not hesitate. I step forward with confidence, knowing that the God who has begun a good work in me will surely complete it. I am a magnet for divine favor. I am a living testimony of God's faithfulness. I am victorious in all things, and so it is. I awaken each morning with an expectancy of good. I do not look to the past, for the past has no power over me. I do not dwell on yesterday's troubles, for today is new, and with it comes fresh grace, fresh mercy, and fresh opportunity. My eyes are fixed on what is before me, not behind me. I know that every moment is filled with divine possibility, and I open my heart to receive it fully. I am not moved by the noise of the world. I am not distracted by what others say, by what others think, by what others do. My focus is singular. My vision is clear. I see only the promise. I see only the abundance. I see only the manifestation of God's goodness in my life. I do not waver between belief and doubt. I do not go back and forth between faith and fear. I have made my choice, and my choice is unwavering faith. When I speak, the universe listens. When I declare, heaven responds. My words are not empty. They are not idle. They carry the weight of divine authority. I do not speak from lack. I do not speak from desperation. I speak from a place of power. I declare what is already mine, and as I declare it, it takes shape, it takes form, it becomes visible. I refuse to let circumstances dictate my emotions. I refuse to let setbacks shake my confidence. I know that everything is working together for my good, even the things I do not yet understand. When a door seems to close, I do not despair, for I know that something greater is being prepared for me. When things do not unfold as I expected, I do not lose heart, for I know that God's plan far exceeds anything I could have imagined. I am patient, for I trust divine timing. I am at peace, for I know all things are unfolding perfectly. I am filled with joy, for I already see the fulfillment of what I have prayed for. I do not wait until the blessing arrives to celebrate. I celebrate now. I do not wait until the breakthrough happens to give thanks. I give thanks now. My gratitude is my act of faith. My praise is my demonstration of belief. I am aligned with divine abundance. I'm connected to limitless supply. I do not beg. I do not chase. I do not struggle. I receive. I allow blessings to flow to me freely. I release resistance. I release anxiety. I release the need to control. I trust. I believe. I allow. I let go of the how. And I stand firm in the knowing that it is already done. I walk as one who is chosen. I carry myself with the confidence of one who knows they are favored. I do not shrink back. I do not dim my light. I do not question my worthiness. I have been called for a purpose, and I step fully into that calling without hesitation. I embrace my greatness. I own my divine identity. I walk boldly in the truth of who I am. My heart is pure. My spirit is light. My soul is free. I release all burdens, all weights, all limitations. I no longer hold on to pain, to fear, to regret. I am renewed. I am refreshed. I am restored. I am a vessel of divine love, and I radiate that love in all that I do. When I speak life. When I move with purpose. When I act with intention. I expect miracles daily. I am open to divine surprises. I know that the windows of heaven are open over my life, and blessings are pouring down in ways I cannot even fathom. I live in a state of constant expectation, knowing that what is meant for me cannot be denied. The universe conspires in my favor. Everything aligns for my highest good. I am deeply loved. I am divinely guided. I am infinitely supported. I am never alone, for the presence of God is always with me. In times of uncertainty, I listen for His voice. In times of difficulty, I lean on His strength. In times of waiting, I rest in His promise. I do not worry about tomorrow, for I know that tomorrow is already taken care of. I see only a wholeness. I see only divine fulfillment. My mind is renewed. My heart is at peace. My spirit is unshakable. I do not waver. I do not doubt. I do not fear. I stand firm. I stand tall. I stand victorious. I have already won. I have already received. I have already stepped into my breakthrough. It is now. It is done. I hold the vision of my life with unwavering certainty. I do not allow distractions, doubts, or fears to take root in my mind. I guard my thoughts carefully, knowing that every thought I dwell upon manifests into form. I do not entertain lack. I do not accept limitation. I do not acknowledge impossibility. All things are possible, and what I have spoken into existence is already mine. I walk in divine alignment, my steps ordered by an unseen hand. I do not question the process. I trust in the perfect orchestration of my life. I move with confidence, knowing that each step forward is a step closer to my breakthrough. When delays arise, I do not despair. For I know that delay is not denial. I remain steadfast, knowing that what is mine is inevitable. I reject fear in all its forms. Fear has no power over me. I do not fear failure, for I cannot fail when God is with me. I do not fear lack, for I dwell in an ever-flowing river of abundance. I do not fear rejection, for I am already accepted, already chosen, already beloved. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and no obstacle can stand in the way of my destiny. I listen closely to the voice within me. I trust the still, small whisper that speaks truth into my heart. I am not swayed by the opinions of others, for I know who I am. I do not seek validation, for I am already validated by the Creator Himself. I do not look outside of myself for answers, for everything I need is already within me. I see with the eyes of faith. I do not judge by appearances, for I know that what I see now is only a fraction of what is unfolding. Even when circumstances seem unchanged, I remain unmoved, for I know that my breakthrough is already in motion. I hold the image of my blessing in my mind with such clarity that it cannot help but materialize. I refuse to speak against my own desires. I speak only life, only power, only truth. I embrace my present reality with joy. I do not resist where I am, for I know that every season serves a purpose. Even in moments of stillness, I am growing. Even in times of waiting, I am preparing. I do not complain about where I am, for I know that where I am is leading me to where I desire to be. Gratitude fills my heart. I rejoice in all things, knowing that every moment is part of a divine unfolding. I walk in love. I hold no grudges. I harbor no resentment. I release all offenses. I do not allow bitterness to take root in my heart, for I know that love is the greatest force in existence. I forgive freely, not because others deserve it, but because I deserve peace. I release the past with ease, knowing that I am not defined by what has been, but by what is to come. I am surrounded by divine protection. No harm shall come near me. No darkness can touch me. I walk with the assurance that I am covered, shielded, and guarded at all times. Angels go before me, preparing the way. I am never alone, for divine presence surrounds me always. I rise above negativity. I do not engage in gossip, in strife, in arguments. I protect my energy. I guard my peace. I remain centered in truth. I do not entertain conversations that diminish my faith. I do not allow negativity to take residence in my mind. I choose my thoughts. I choose my words. I choose my focus. I align myself with the highest good. I am not envious of others, for I know that there is more than enough for all. I celebrate the success of others, knowing that my own success is inevitable. I do not compare, for my journey is unique. My path is divinely crafted. My story is unfolding perfectly. I attract divine connections. The right people are drawn to me effortlessly. Doors open in my favor without struggle. I am in the right place at the right time. Everything I need finds its way to me with ease. I do not chase, I attract. What is meant for me cannot be taken away. What belongs to me is already mine. I honor my body, my mind, my soul. I speak words of life over myself daily. I do not criticize, I do not condemn, I do not doubt. I lift myself up. I encourage myself. I strengthen myself. My body is strong. My mind is sharp. My spirit is resilient. Every cell in my body vibrates with divine energy. I am renewed. I am restored. I am whole. I live in expectation of miracles. I do not wait passively. I expect actively. I wake up each day with excitement, knowing that today holds new blessings, new opportunities, new manifestations. I listen closely for divine guidance, and I act upon the inspiration that flows through me. I am not stagnant. I am not idle. I am always moving forward in faith. I refuse to dwell on what I lack, for I lack nothing. Everything I desire is already within reach. I do not beg. I do not plead. I do not question. I receive. I live in a state of divine reception, knowing that I am worthy of every good thing. I was created for abundance. I was created for joy. I was created for victory. I embrace each day as a gift. I do not waste time in worry, in regret, in fear. I live fully in the present moment, knowing that the present is where my power lies. I am not bound by the mistakes of the past. I am not anxious about the future. I am here now, fully alive, fully aware, fully at peace. I declare that my breakthrough is here. I declare that my blessings are overflowing. I declare that my life is a reflection of divine goodness. I have no doubt, no hesitation, no uncertainty. I believe. I receive. I rejoice. It is already done. I hold this truth within me and let it fill every part of my being. I do not waver. I do not question. I do not entertain doubt. My faith is unshakable because I know that what I believe in my heart must come to pass. I see beyond what is in front of me, beyond the physical reality and into the unseen, where all possibilities exist. I do not ask how or when, for I trust in divine timing. I trust that all things are working together for my good, even when I do not yet see it. I walk in certainty, knowing that my vision is already fulfilled. I move forward without hesitation. I do not look back, for the past holds no power over me. I do not revisit old failures, old disappointments, or old regrets. They have no place in my present and no influence over my future. I release every burden, every weight that has tried to hold me down. I am free. I am limitless. I am unstoppable. Nothing stands in my way, for I am walking a path that has already been cleared for me. I do not need to force. I do not need to struggle. I do not need to push. I flow with ease, with grace, with confidence, knowing that everything I need is already mine. I guard my words with intention. I do not speak against my own blessing, for my words hold power. I do not complain. I do not declare lack. I do not entertain fear. I speak only life, only abundance, only victory. My words shape my reality, and so I speak carefully, knowing that what I declare will manifest. I say I am blessed, and so I am. I say I am favored, and so I am. Every word I release sets miracles into motion. I expect divine favor wherever I go. Doors open for me in ways I cannot explain. Opportunities come to me effortlessly. People are drawn to me with kindness, generosity, and support. I do not have to force connections, for the right people find me at the right time. I do not have to struggle for recognition, for what is meant for me cannot be ignored. I walk in the fullness of my calling, knowing that everything I need is already aligning in my favor. I let go of every limitation. I do not accept the idea of impossibility, for I know that all things are possible. I do not limit myself by my past, my circumstances, or what others say. I do not let fear dictate my decisions. I rise above every limitation, every obstacle, every doubt. I step into my highest potential, knowing that I am created for greatness. I am not ordinary. I am extraordinary. I am not weak. I am powerful. I am not defeated. I am victorious. I claim this as my truth, and I live by it every single day. I align myself with divine abundance. I do not chase, I attract. I do not worry. I trust. I do not struggle. I receive. Everything I need flows to me effortlessly, for I am a magnet for blessings. Money, opportunities, connections, and favor find their way to me without resistance. I am not in competition with anyone, for my blessings are uniquely mine. There is no lack, for divine provision is endless. I open my heart, my hands, my mind, to receive without hesitation. I walk in perfect health. My body is strong. My mind is clear. My spirit is at peace. Every cell in my body vibrates with divine energy. I release every worry, every tension, every doubt, and allow healing to flow through me. I do not accept sickness, for I know that my body is designed to thrive. I do not accept fatigue, for I am energized by divine strength. I do not accept weakness, for I am filled with power. Every part of me is renewed, restored, and overflowing with vitality. I embrace peace in all areas of my life. I do not entertain chaos, for I am anchored in stillness. I do not allow stress to consume me, for I rest in divine assurance. I do not let external circumstances disturb my inner peace, for I know that I am always protected. No situation, no person, no obstacle can take away the peace that dwells within me. I breathe deeply. I release all tension, and I surrender fully to the calm presence that surrounds me. I trust the process. I do not rush, for I know that everything is unfolding at the perfect time. I do not grow impatient, for I know that waiting is not wasting. I trust that every moment, every experience, every challenge is shaping me into the person I am meant to be. I do not resist. I do not fight. I do not complain. I embrace every part of my journey, knowing that it is leading me to greater heights. I see my desires as already fulfilled. I do not hope, I know. I do not wish, I declare. I do not wait. I live in the reality of my blessing now. I feel the joy, the gratitude, the excitement of already receiving everything I have prayed for. I align my thoughts, my emotions, my actions with the truth that it is already done. I do not question. I do not doubt. I do not waver. I stand firm in the knowing that my manifestation is inevitable. I give thanks in all things. I do not wait for blessings to appear before I express gratitude. I give thanks now in this moment, knowing that my life is already filled with abundance. I do not focus on what is missing. I focus on what is already here. I count my blessings. I acknowledge the goodness around me. I celebrate every victory, big and small. Gratitude is my way of life, and it multiplies every blessing in my reality. I am aligned with divine wisdom. I do not rely on my own understanding, for I know that higher guidance is always leading me. I listen closely. I follow the nudges. I trust the path before me. I do not question the process, for I know that every step is divinely guided. I receive insight, inspiration, and clarity at the perfect time. I am never lost. I am never confused. I am never without direction. The answers I seek are already within me. I forgive completely. I do not hold on to past wounds, for I know that they do not define me. I release every resentment, every grudge, every ounce of bitterness. I do not carry burdens that weigh me down, for I am meant to be free. I forgive not because others deserve it, but because I deserve peace. I choose love over anger, freedom over bondage, joy over pain. I step boldly into my calling. I do not shrink back. I do not play small. I do not hide my gifts. I was created with purpose, and I embrace it fully. I walk in confidence, knowing that I am here to make an impact. I do not fear judgment, for I answer only to the one who called me. I do not fear failure, for I know that every step forward is a step toward success. I do not seek approval, for I am already approved by the divine. I am walking into a season of breakthrough. I feel it. I know it. I see it unfolding. Every obstacle is being removed. Every delay is turning into acceleration. Every closed door is making way for something greater. I do not waver in faith, for I know that my time is now. I hold my head high. I walk in power. I speak with authority. I do not wait for signs, for I am the sign. I do not wait for permission, for I am already chosen. I release every doubt, every fear, every worry. I am stepping into the fullness of my blessing. My breakthrough is already here. I celebrate. I rejoice. I give thanks. It is already done. I stand firm in the unwavering truth that what I have declared is already mine. I do not need to see it with my physical eyes to believe it, for I know that faith is the evidence of things unseen. I walk forward with confidence, knowing that every blessing, every breakthrough, every divine promise is unfolding in perfect harmony. I release all doubt, all hesitation, all resistance, and embrace the fullness of my manifestation with gratitude. I trust. I believe. I receive. It is already done. To completely reshape your world and your experience of life, consider for a moment your current state. Perhaps you find yourself facing challenges, feeling that things often go against you, or maybe you've experienced some successes, but still feel that life is a constant struggle. Wherever you are, say unto you, you are exactly where you need to be to grasp this life. Altering criticism. But what does it mean to act as if everything always works out for you? It is not a matter of blind optimism or denying the challenges you face. It is a state of consciousness, a shift in perception that aligns you with the creative power of the universe. It is about recognizing that your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner assumption. Let us delve deeper into this profound truth. Your outer world, every experience you have, every circumstance you encounter, is nothing more than a reflection of your inner world. It is a mirror faithfully reflecting back to you the sum total of your beliefs, assumptions, and most importantly, your dominant state of consciousness. When you understand this, truly understand it, you realize that by acting as if everything always works out for you, you are actively creating a reality where this is true. This understanding is crucial, for it shifts the entire paradigm of how you approach life. No longer are you a victim of circumstance, hoping that things will work out. You become the active creator of your reality, knowing that as you assume the state of one for whom everything works out, the universe must rearrange itself to match this assumption. But how? You may ask, does one adopt the state of consciousness? The answer lies in the power of your wonderful human imagination, for your imagination is not a mere fantasy maker. It is the very workshop in which reality is forged. When you use your imagination to feel the reality of being someone for whom everything always works out, you are not engaging in idle daydreaming. You are engaging in the most powerful creative act known to man. Let's take a moment to truly understand this. Your subconscious mind does not distinguish between what you vividly imagine and what you actually experience in the outer world. It accepts as true whatever you feel to be true. And once it accepts an idea as true, it proceeds to bring it into manifestation in your physical reality. So when you act as if everything always works out for you, when you assume this state in your imagination, you are not being delusional or engaging in wishful thinking. You are actively creating your reality from within. You are aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe, allowing it to work through you and for you. This, my dear listeners, is the essence of acting as if everything always works out for you. It is about recognizing that the power to shape your reality lies within you waiting to be expressed. It's about understanding that your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner assumptions and feelings. Consider the biblical phrase, all things work together for good to them that love God. This is not about some external deity favoring certain individuals. It is about aligning yourself with the creative principle of the universe, which some call God, others call the subconscious mind, and others still call the law of assumption. When you love this principle, when you align yourself with it by assuming that everything works out for you, You set in motion forces beyond your comprehension that indeed make all things work together for your good. But let me be clear. The state of consciousness is not about passivity or simply wishing for good things to happen. It is about a fundamental shift in how you perceive and interact with the world. When you truly embody the state of one for whom everything works out, your actions naturally align with this assumption. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You approach challenges with confidence rather than fear. You make decisions from a place of assurance rather than doubt. Let us explore this further with an example. Imagine a person who constantly assumes that things will go wrong, that life is a struggle, that success is hard to come by. This person might hesitate to take risks, might approach new opportunities with skepticism, might give up easily in the face of setbacks, and in doing so, they create a reality that confirms their assumptions. They are living from the state of one for whom things don't work out. And so the universe faithfully reflects this state back to them. Now imagine the same person shifting their approach. Instead of assuming struggle and failure, they begin to act as if everything always works out for them. They feel the confidence, the ease, the assurance of someone who knows that no matter what happens, it will ultimately be for their good. They live each day from this feeling, carrying themselves with the certainty of someone for whom life always unfolds in the best possible way. In this state, they approach life differently. They see setbacks as temporary and ultimately beneficial. They view challenges as opportunities for growth. They make decisions boldly, trusting that things will work out. And in doing so, they begin to create a reality that matches this new assumption. They allow a life of ease and success to flow into their experience, drawn by the power of their new dominant state. This principle applies to every aspect of your life, whether you're dealing with relationships, career, health, or any other area. The key is to first assume the state of one for whom everything works out in that area. For what you are seeking is also seeking you, but it can only find expression through you when you align yourself with its frequency. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but never. Isn't this just positive thinking? Isn't this denial of reality? And to this, I say emphatically no. This is not about denying your current circumstances. It is about understanding the true nature of reality and the creative power of your consciousness. Your current circumstances are nothing more than the fruit of your past assumptions and beliefs. They have no power to determine your future unless you give them that power by continuing to focus on them and feel their reality. When you shift your focus, when you assume a new state of consciousness, you are not denying reality. You are exercising your divine right to choose which reality you wish to experience. Remember, the outer world is dead. It has no life of its own. It is your consciousness that gives life to your experiences. When you react to circumstances as if things often go wrong, you are breathing life into a reality where things do indeed go wrong. But when you act as if everything always works out for you, you cause your outer world to rearrange itself to match this new inner conviction. This, my dear friends, is the true secret to creating a life where everything works out for you. It is about aligning yourself with the law of assumption, recognizing that your desired reality is seeking expression through you and allowing it to flow into your experience through the power of your imagination and feeling. But let me warn you, this shift in consciousness is not always an easy path. The old habits of reacting to circumstances, of letting your feelings be dictated by what you see, are deeply ingrained in our collective consciousness as you embark on this new way of being. You may find resistance arising within you. Doubts may creep in. Old patterns may try to reassert themselves. When this happens, do not fight against these thoughts and feelings. Simply observe them, acknowledge them, and then gently return to your new assumed state. For the war is not won by battling against what you don't want, but by persistently embodying the state of what you do want. This persistence, this unwavering faith in the face of contrary evidence, is what allows you to truly create a reality where everything always works out for you. Think of it like tuning a radio. When you're trying to listen to a particular station, you don't focus on eliminating all the other stations. You simply tune into the frequency you desire. In the same way, you don't need to fight against your current reality of forcefully push away thoughts of things not working out. You simply need to tune yourself to the frequency of one for whom everything works out, to align yourself with the feeling of being such a person. This tuning is done through your imagination and your ability to generate feeling states. Your imagination is the dial that allows you to tune into different frequencies of experience. As you use your imagination to assume the feeling of being someone for whom everything works out, you are tuning yourself to that frequency, allowing the corresponding experiences to flow into your life. But remember, my friends, this is not a one-time event. Acting as if everything always works out for you is a way of life. It's a constant choice to maintain the state of consciousness regardless of appearances. Just as you wouldn't expect to stay in shape by exercising once, you cannot expect to create a reality where everything works out by imagining it once. This is about persistently assuming the state, about living from this consciousness day in and day out until it becomes your new normal. As you do this, you will find that your perception of events begins to shift. What once seemed like setbacks or failures now appear as stepping stones or valuable lessons. You begin to trust in the perfect unfolding of your life, knowing that everything is always working out for your highest good. Now, some of you may be wondering, but Wayne, how can I maintain this state when things seem to be going wrong? How can I act as if everything is working out when I face real challenges? And to this I say, your imagination is more powerful than any circumstance. Consider for a moment. Have you ever been deeply engrossed in a book or a movie? In those moments where you're not feeling real emotions based on imaginary events, your feelings were real, even though the events were not happening in your physical reality. This is the power you must harness to act as if everything always works out for you. You must use your imagination to create scenarios that evoke the feelings associated with everything working out. Imagine how you would feel if you knew, with absolute certainty, that every event in your life was ultimately for your good. Feel the peace, the confidence, the joy that would come with that knowledge. Feel these states as vividly and as consistently as you can. The key is to make these imaginal acts as real to you as possible. Engage all your senses. Feel the relief of knowing everything is working out. See the evidence of things working in your favor. Hear the conversations you would have if everything always worked out for you. Make it real in your mind, and the feelings will naturally follow. But here's a crucial point, my friends. The goal is not to imagine specific outcomes. The goal is to capture the essence of the feeling state associated with being someone for whom everything works out. For it is this feeling state that is the true attractor of your experiences. Let me illustrate this with an example. Suppose you're facing a challenging situation at work. Instead of imagining a specific resolution, capture the feeling essence of being someone for whom everything always works out. What does it feel like to approach challenges with complete confidence that they will resolve in the best possible way? How does it feel to know that no matter what happens, it will ultimately benefit you? What is the feeling of moving through life with the assurance that everything is always working in your favor? By focusing on the feeling essence rather than specific outcomes, you allow the universe to bring your desire to you in ways that might far exceed your specific imaginings. You open yourself to possibilities beyond what your current mindset can conceive. This is the true art of acting as if everything always works out for you. It's not about forcing yourself to believe something against all evidence. It's about tapping into the reality of this state in the only place it truly exists, in your consciousness. As you practice this, you may find that your outer world begins to shift in subtle ways. Perhaps opportunities you never noticed before suddenly seem to appear, or challenges resolve themselves in unexpected ways, or you find yourself feeling more at peace and confident regardless of external circumstances. These are all signs that your inner shift is creating ripples in your outer reality. Don't discount these small changes. Celebrate them. See them as confirmation that the law is working, that your assumption is taking root. But don't become attached to them or anxiously look for them. Simply acknowledge them with gratitude and continue to live from your assumed state of being someone for whom everything always works out. As you persist in this practice, larger changes will begin to manifest. You may find yourself naturally attracting favorable circumstances. You may notice that even seemingly negative events end up working out in your favor. And as you continue to act from this state of consciousness, you'll discover that life becomes an exciting adventure full of wonderful surprises and perfect unfoldings. But remember, the outer manifestation is not the goal. The goal is the state of consciousness from which the perfect unfolding of your life naturally flows. This is a crucial point, my friends, when you're truly acting as if everything always works out for you. When you're fully embodying this state, you no longer need external circumstances to confirm your assumption. You're already whole, already complete in your knowing that all is well. And paradoxically, it's in this state of inner assurance that you're most likely to experience a life where everything does indeed work out perfectly. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Wayne, what about taking action? Don't we need to do things in the physical world to make things work out? And to this I say, yes, action is part of the process. But it's inspired action, not anxious doing. When you're living from the state of one for whom everything works out, ideas and opportunities will naturally present themselves to you. You'll feel inspired to take certain actions, to move in certain directions. These actions won't feel like struggle or effort. They'll feel natural, joyful, almost effortless. This is the difference between making things happen and allowing them to happen. When you're trying to force outcomes, actions feel stressful, born out of fear and doubt. When you're acting as if everything always works out, actions flow naturally from your assumed state, guided by an inner wisdom that knows exactly how to bring about the best possible outcomes. Consider the example of a river. A river doesn't strain to reach the ocean. It doesn't force its way through obstacles. It simply flows, naturally finding the path of least resistance. You, my dear listeners, are no different. When you align yourself with the state of one for whom everything works out, you allow your life to flow naturally and effortlessly towards its highest good. But let me be clear, this state of allowing is not passive. It requires an active use of your imagination, a deliberate assumption of the feeling of being someone for whom everything works out. It requires faith. Not blind faith in external circumstances, but faith in the creative power of your own consciousness. This faith is not about believing that things will work out someday in the future. It's about knowing that everything is already working out perfectly in the realm of imagination and that the outer world must inevitably conform to this inner reality. As you cultivate this faith, as you persist in your assumed state, you'll begin to see evidence of things working out in your outer world. These signs may start small, an unexpected solution to a problem, fortuitous meeting, a sudden insight that changes your perspective. Do not discount these signs, no matter how small they may seem. For they are confirmation that your inner world is indeed shaping your outer reality. There are breadcrumbs leading you to the full realization of a life where everything always works out for you. As we near the conclusion of our discussion, I want to address a common concern that arises when people first encounter this teaching. Many worry that if they fully embrace acting as if everything always works out, they'll become complacent or lose their drive to improve their circumstances. But I assure you, my friends, the opposite is true. When you're truly living from this state, you become more inspired, more creative, more willing to take inspired risks, because you know that no matter what happens, it will work out for your good. This isn't complacency. It's ultimate confidence. In this state, you're not driven by fear or lack, but by joy and an eagerness to see how wonderfully things will unfold. You take action not because you're trying to avoid negative outcomes, but because you're excited to participate in the perfect unfolding of your life. This is the true gift of acting as if everything always works out for you. It's not just about creating favorable circumstances, although that will happen. It's about aligning yourself with the flow of life, with the creative power of the universe. It's about recognizing your own divine nature and allowing it to express itself fully through you. In this state of alignment, of knowing that everything always works out, you become a channel for the most beautiful expressions of life. Ideas flow to you effortlessly. Opportunities present themselves naturally. The right people and circumstances appear in your life at the perfect time. This is the magic of living from the state of your wish fulfilled. But remember, this magic is not something external to you. It's not some cosmic force that you need to appease or manipulate. It is the natural expression of your own consciousness when it's aligned with the truth of your being. You are the magic. You are the miracle. You are the one for whom everything always works out as we draw time together to a close. I want to leave you with a final thought. The principle we've explored tonight, act as if everything always works out for you, is not just a technique for creating better circumstances. It's about recognizing your true nature as a divine, creative being. It's about aligning yourself with the fundamental laws of the universe and allowing your grandest expression of life to flow through you. When you live from this understanding, everything changes. The world becomes a friendly place filled with infinite possibilities. You no longer see yourself as a small, separate being struggling against external forces. Instead, you recognize yourself as the creator of your reality, the author of your own perfect unfolding. In this state, there's no need to fear or worry, for you understand that everything, absolutely everything, is always working out for your highest good. Your job is simply to assume this state, to live from this consciousness, and to allow the universe to take care of the details. So, my dear friends, as you leave here tonight, I urge you to embrace this principle with all your heart. Don't see it as a technique to be applied occasionally, but as a way of life to be lived continuously. Use your mighty imagination to assume the state of one for whom everything always works out. Feel the naturalness of being such a person. Live from the state, persist in this assumption, and watch as your world rearranges itself to match your inner vision. Remember, you're not a helpless being pushed around by external circumstances. You are the operant power in your world. Your consciousness is the one and only reality. All things are possible to who believes, for belief shapes reality. In your journey of acting as if everything always works out for you, this belief becomes your guiding light, leading you unerringly to the realization of your perfect life. Go forth from here with this knowledge, apply it in your life, test it, prove it to yourself. For in doing so, you'll discover the truth of who you really are. You'll tap into the limitless power that has always been within you, and you will experience the joy, the freedom, the fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with the laws of creation. The world is waiting for you, my friends, not as a place of struggle or uncertainty, but as a playground of perfect unfoldment. It's waiting for you to recognize your true power, to step into your divine nature, to become the person who knows with absolute certainty that everything always works out. So start now. Feel the reality of being someone for whom everything always works out. Let this feeling permeate every aspect of your being. For in truth, you are already that person. You are already living in a reality where everything works out perfectly. All you need to do is open your heart, embrace this truth, and allow it to express itself more fully in your experience. Remember, the kingdom of heaven is within you. The perfect unfoldment of your life is within you. You are the miracle you've been waiting for. Embrace this truth, live from it, and watch as your world transforms before your eyes. Acting as if everything always works out for you is not a state of blind optimism, but a state of alignment with the fundamental truth of your being. Go forth now, my dear friends, and apply this principle in your lives. Act as if everything always works out for you. Feel the reality of this truth now before any external evidence appears. Live from that state. Persist in that assumption and watch as the world rearranges itself to match your inner knowing. For this is the true secret to creating a life of perfect unfoldment. And it is the key to realizing your highest potential as a divine, creative being.